Hi, my name is Raquel. I'm with the YogaSlackers, and today I want to share with you my favorite way to mount a slackline when I cannot just, step over the line to start. This is the method I use. I'll show it to you once, and then after, I'll explain what I do. One of the reasons I like this method is because it's easy on my body. I don't feel like I'm using a lot of strength to do it, and it's also the places where the line touches my body do not get rubbed, which is really important if I want to be able to do this 20 to 50 times in one session. The location on the line, because I want to walk this line eventually, I like to start practicing this method near the anchor point, but this can also be practiced in the middle of the line. As you saw in the previous demo, the roll is going to help me switch directions. So it's important that when I start facing towards the anchor or facing away from the location I want to go. The connection points are going to be my hands and my inner thigh. With my hands, whenever I hold a slackline, I try to do it with an open grip. So I am putting my fingers over and pulling down with a relatively open grip. If I hold on tight, the edges of the lines are going to start cutting into my hand, which does not feel good. Same with the position on my thigh. Once I place it, I leave it there and I roll my body around the line instead of allowing the line to rub on my body. I face the end of the line, or actually the beginning of the line. I hold with both hands, and the first thing I do is that I pull a little bit tight so my body is high on the slack line. Now, if I'm hanging on space, this does require the ability to do a pull-up. When we're doing this really high, we have a leash, something that we can step onto to help with the action of pulling up. On here, I can pull down the slack line and lift my right foot up and connect it on the line. The connection point here is the ankle, right? And I want to make sure that it's comfortable. Again, once I place it there, I just push downwards. I don't want to allow my foot to slide forwards or back, or it's going to start causing a sore spot. Place the foot, push down, and the action of pushing down on that leg allows me to lift my hips up and cross my body. So this is the main point of contact. Notice how close it is. I'm even putting my thigh on my hand, and I am piking and lowering the top leg down towards the ground. Once this leg is low, I let go of the bottom leg and I use my arms to pivot close to the slack line. And then I roll my body on the line towards a new position. Let's see that again. I pull down with my hands, I lift the leg, I lift my hips, and I place my thigh on the slack line. And from there, I am gonna roll over, and as you can see, the tape rolled with me. So I started here, and then I allow my body to move over and around the line all the way towards my thigh. What is the thing to look for and the thing to avoid? One of them is holding too tight. It's just gonna hurt your hands and it's a waste of energy. The other one is when lifting, staying too low. You're not gonna be able to lift your body up here. Again, you can use the foot that's on the slack line. You can even use both feet on the line to lift your hips up and then cross over. The other thing to look on here is that if I allow the leg to be too high and let go of the second leg, I'm gonna fall down. I need something to pinch. I need something to hold me. And the new hold is going to become my leg, my top leg. You can even hang here and then use one or two legs to lift your hips up and cross over. Once you're crossing over, make sure that foot is underneath the slack line. Release the second leg and roll. One of the reasons I like this move is that it doesn't add a lot of energy onto the line, so I don't have to recover from all that movement. It also doesn't feel too bad on my inner thigh. Take it, learn that the learning process can be a little bit rough, so maybe use some jeans while you're training this. And make sure to use both sides.